Welcome y'all to the Reality or Not podcast with your boy DJ Reality and your boy Ed knows how to pick against him with Duke losing. Williams, how you doing out there, Eddie?
I'm all right, man. Just, appreciating the fact that Duke lost.
All right.
Won't he do it? That's all I can say. Won't he do it?
And praise be to Allah and God and all and everybody and all that stuff, man. But
Yeah.
yeah, let's jump right into that, man. Like how do you, like I know that it's probably a great feeling for you. I just want to know how you feeling deep inside, man. Like are you excited for Houston to move forward within this scenario?
Yeah, because they were playing Duke.
Yeah.
I was more relieved than everything because I was getting worried that Duke was going to actually win it.
Yeah. I
Um,
got I got them winning it in one bracket and I got Michigan State winning the other one. So I mean
so your bracket.
I mean my bracket it's still not that bad, but this is the first time I don't know how long it's been, maybe probably within the past 5 or 10 years, but I don't remember in a long time that all the number one seeds made it to the final four.
Yeah, they said it's been a minute since that happened.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm a root for Houston because they beat Duke.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like this should be
I
their
thought
reward,
it
the
had to do
national
with Master
championship.
P son being on the squad.
For why I was rooting for them.
No, I was rooting for Houston, man. You know Master P son on the squad, so I know you're a no limit soldier. I thought
I
you
was
told me.
not. I was not. I only rooted for Houston because they played Duke.
I remember you had all them
No,
Photoshop CD
that was you.
covers in your in
That,
your in your CD booklets. You
that
was a
was
man with the no limit. You had
no.
you was like
That
no
was you
limit.
talking about.
Told you. I thought I told you. Yeah, you
You the
had
one making the argument for MP The Last Dawn being one of the best double albums ever.
hey, I like that. I like the MP the last
I
nine.
know.
That's a
I
good
know
one. I
you
like
did.
that one. No,
Yeah,
but you got
I know you did.
Mystical, you got Mia X, who you said was the best female rapper of all time. You know what I'm saying? So
Never said that.
I remember it vividly, like it was back in '99, just like it was yesterday. Um, he
Yeah,
was like,
you
man,
must.
Sean, he was like, Shantae, hey man, uh, Mia X, she ain't got nothing on that miseducation of Lauren Hill.
You must have got that confused with your crucial conflict days.
Not, I mean, I'm telling you, you stood on business. You was like,
No,
man, they should have signed her to Rough Riders instead of Eve, you know. Or Big should have been with Mia X before he was with Charlie Baltimore or Faith or Lil Kim. I remember that, man. He was co-signing them like it was just like it was yesterday. Oh, those times, man. So
yeah, I'm not really. I'm not really.
it's okay.
Yeah, I'm not really sure who you spoke to.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I'm assuming this was another Eddie Williams you were talking to.
No,
Um,
this is Eddie knows how to pick 'em. Williams. He picked the Duke loss. I mean, he's going for Houston. Masterpiece. Look, I remember it all comes full circle, man. It all comes full circle.
I think I was rooting. If I was rooting for Houston, I was rooting for him. Because that other kid they got balling for him on the squad.
What
Um,
the old nigga that's like 24?
nah, you know the one dude. Um,
Who D?
nope, not D,
Not
not
D.
D, not
Damn.
D,
Next time.
not D, not at all. I don't know who you talking about with D. That must be your boy.
These nuts.
Yeah.
Oh shoot! So have you been? Because it was a close game with. We can switch over to the girls. South Carolina almost took a hit. They did all right within. I mean, they won the first game in Final Four by I think about 30, but that game in Elite Eight, they kind of struggled, but they managed to get it through. Um, I don't know how much you've been following the girls that much, but UConn and South Carolina, who you think? Well, we could jump back and forth, but first for the women, who you think get that one, and then for the men with Houston and in Florida, who you think get for that one?
I think UConn gonna beat South Carolina. I think they're gonna win by like at least 20.
Damn, yeah, they look really good, man. It's they got a lot of pieces that I don't know, man.
They might win by 23.
You said they gonna win by 23?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, I still think South Carolina go give them a go, but Connecticut they got some nice pieces, man. And then it's back to Gino Auriemma. I mean, I don't know what it is, man. I mean, Staley is a good recruiter as well, but I don't know.
Going up against a powerhouse. So like, I'm gonna pick UConn to win by 23.
UConn to win by. I pick them to win by 8. I think that's fair.
You want to bet it up?
23 versus 8, or just who's going to win?
23 versus 8.
So how would we bet that? We would bet who's ever closer to the number, like or do we? How we bet that? Like, say if they win by, I'm trying to think, 8 to 15, 15 to 23. So like, say that they win by 15, I'm within 7, and you're within 8.
We can do it like this. Like we can go like I said, they're gonna win by 20 plus points. So if they don't win by 20 plus, you win the bet.
Okay, that's a bet. Let's do it. What we bet? We bet 50.
Okay, got it. 50. You on the books for that? 50.
Actually, don't want to book. Yeah, we book. Yeah, we do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. 50. So if they win by more than 20, you owe me 50.
Yep. If UConn wins by more than 20.
Yeah, if UConn wins by more than 20.
Ain't no major injuries that I missed out on this.
No, I don't think so. Have you looked at ESPN? I don't know.
No, I think they all up.
So let's see if ESPN says anything. You got your phone by you? No?
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, I got it.
You can see.
Let's see what the plus.
You can check ESPN, see if you see any like major injuries.
What time that game come on? I think it come on in a few like. Oh, nigga, I ain't.
No, you already bet, dog. You already bet, dog.
That's funny.
You already made the
bet. That's funny. Oh shoot!
So look like you owe me 50, man. Man, I was on the nose. They won by 23.
Yes, you got it just right. You should have bet. You should have bet in Vegas.
Yeah, I should have. Dang. I didn't know I was gonna get it right.
Hell nah. So what about Texas and not Texas, Houston and who is it? Houston and Florida. Who you think will win between that one?
I don't know anything about either one of those teams, but because Houston beat Duke, I'm gonna go for Houston.
I think Houston got the spot. I mean, well, I do. Kelvin Sampson is the coach. That's one thing. I mean, he's been doing like some really good stuff down there. I was kind of looking through all of the stuff that he's done since he's been there, and like it just feels like it's nothing but him growing within the program. So I would pick Houston as a favorite.
Got you.
Or they are the favorite, but I picked them to win it. So
okay.
Yeah. So let me ask you this shit. I don't know if you've been paying attention, but with the Josh shit, or just Memphis in general, like I've been seeing them go up and down the West a lot. But how do you feel about the gun shit when he was going at Buddy Hill?
Man, he just I mean, man, like I hear people saying like, man, like I think I saw them talking about it like on the bootleg inside the NBA with like Candace Parker and Shaq and them, and Candace Park. Well, Candace Park was saying like, well, you shouldn't give it. You shouldn't give it any like the media shouldn't like pay it any attention, and then
Mhm.
like
The
like
bootleg TNT team is wild. That's funny.
yeah,
It's funny that you brought that up because every time I see them on, I'm like, ugh, like, like, and it's nothing
yeah,
against them, but it's like it's the bench coming in, while
yeah.
Barkley and Ernie
Well,
and Kenny over here covering the NCAA.
yeah, and I thought they were back, so that's why like I tuned in. And then when I started watching, I was like, "Oh, these are the bootlegs." But then I heard about the Job and Ron thing, and I wanted to just kind of see
Mm-hmm.
what they were saying. Um, but like, man, I don't know, man. My thing is, then he turned around and did it like again in that because
Two
that
more,
they
he
had
did it two
that.
more times. Like,
Yeah, and
I think he made 3 threes or whatever. Then they warned him, or they warned him after the first, but then he like shot two more threes or whatever, and he did it right after each of those.
yeah,
And
and it's like,
go ahead, my bad.
nah, it's just, man, you know your history,
Mm-hmm.
like, and yeah, I mean,
You
I
got
think Candace
priors.
Parker, yeah, exactly, like, and Candace Parker was making the argument that, like, I think it was Candace Parker was making the argument that, like, or maybe, basically, I think somebody on that panel was saying that, like, other players do it, and
So
like,
what?
yeah, I
Nah,
hear you, but like, those are also the same players that weren't like flashing guns on IG, like
twice.
twice, yeah,
You know
and
what
once
I'm
after
saying? Like,
being suspended, and then coming back and doing it again,
mm-hmm.
like, no, it's man, I don't care about that. Like what other people can do. I'm like, nah, you set yourself up for this.
Yep.
Like when you went on IG a couple years ago, like you're in some ways your career has kind of got in. Like you still put up his
Getting
numbers.
marred by this dumb shit.
Yeah, and it's like why would you why would you do it? Like, are you really that committed to getting off like a gun celebration?
Dog, his
Like,
trajectory is so high, but the dumb shit that he do
uh,
fucks him up. It's just like I don't like. I mean, I'm all for freedom of speech or whatever you want to do, but at the same time, you got it's just like when I remember Gilbert Arenas. He had just came back from the gun charge or from the gun issue with what was the
the
dude
locker
name?
room, Javarius Crittenden or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah,
Not,
Javaris Crittenton. And
yeah,
Crittenton pretty much had like then he never recovered. That nigga ended up like I don't know if you've seen the history of him, but that dude he was claiming it was either blood or crip. I think it was blood.
yeah,
And he had got to the Lakers, and then I think he just got out of prison.
yeah.
I know because he was in high school with Dwight Howard, and
Okay.
Dwight Howard was like celebrating him getting out. I want to say it hasn't
Mm,
been no more than 12 months.
yeah,
So his career spiraled, but back to Gilbert Arenas. Gilbert Arenas, right when he got back, he in the huddle, showing the guns. They was like, man, you gotta go. Like, it's a thing, man. It's like it's almost like, don't get me wrong, I love Anthony Edwards, but Anthony Edwards gotta, stop fucking these hoes like rawing them or whatever he's doing, where
yeah.
he's having to pay them off, you know. And when I say hoes, I mean honey, but y'all just gotta be smarter than who y'all messing with. Like y'all gotta, I mean, and then back to Ja, it's like when you don't want to develop a reputation.
Yeah.
So within that reputation, you like you could fuck the money up, you fuck your visibility, you fuck up sponsors and all that stuff. And
Right.
like I said, I mean, if you don't care about it, then that's fine. But what I've seen in the past is when you do something controversial, whether it's new or it's prolonging, most likely that's going to shorten your career.
Yeah.
For bad and good. You had Mahmoud Abdul Rauf, praying while the flag, standing for the flag,
Yeah.
and not
Right.
to say is right or wrong, but that visibility being pushed on you, I feel like that was at, at one point in time, not to say that he was the number one guard in the league, but he was top 5 in my eyes. Like
he was
he
solid.
was talent. He was killing, and then he just slowly ended up heading towards the bench of teams, and then he ended up out of the league. And Ja's so talented, and I think he re-signed his rookie extension, so he's not in a bad place. But if he keeps trying to prove, I don't know. I mean,
I don't know what he's trying to prove.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, if I got in trouble for guns, no, you'll never see me hold up a gun. Like I said, I can only speak for myself, but I think I could speak for others as well to know that if it's go fuck up my money, then I'm not gonna do it.
Dog, you gonna fuck up the money because you can't make gun gestures in the game? Like, is it really that serious? I think it was when he got in trouble the first time because he ended up not making, like, I think one of the All NBA teams.
Yep.
And I don't know if it was he missed
I
games,
think it was 40 or 50 million or something like that.
Yeah, like whereas like if you don't get into those situations, you were gonna be you were gonna make an All NBA team. Like it would have been without a question. Then you get in this, so then you miss all these games, got all of that going against you. Like it's not granted, like whatever, you still gonna have a hell of a lot of money, like regardless. But like you said, because did he lose his Nike deal?
Nah, he still got it, but his shoes, like they had stopped selling his shoes, and then they went back to selling them. And now, like at one point in time, his shoe was the number one shoe for Nike, and I'm not sure where it's ranked at right now, but I know because he's on shoe 2 for his Ja 2, but it ain't like his first shoe. And I mean, I think both of them are good shoes, but it's just the visibility on it. And he was in a perfect position with Nike because they had just let go of Kyrie. So you got to look at what kids are looking at. Kids like and what they're exposed to. So you'll have Ja is one of the better, or like one of the best players at the point guard position. Ain't nobody put into that position to move shoes like that. Like people don't really buy basketball shoes like that, and like people aren't really buying out LeBrons or buying out KDs or buying out. I mean, but it's so I'm saying that door is open for him to go ahead and dominate that arena, and and all he has to do is hoop. Like I'm not a fan of shut up and dribble, but I am a fan of not doing stupid shit. Like stand for what you believe in, but don't stand on guns. That's just
that's
crazy to me.
Yeah, that's I don't know. So man, like so I don't have no sympathy. Like I think I've seen on some social media things where people are making an argument like, man, I don't know, like he's not a victim in this. Like right or wrong, when you do things that like change the perception of who you are, there's things that like you can't do. So yeah, Buddy Hield could get the little gun gesture off, but like you can't. Like
and that's okay.
Yeah, and it's like, dog, it ain't like to what you're saying. This wasn't like we ain't talking about you trying to take some kind of social stand. Like you ain't throwing the fist stuff for Black Power, and then them telling you not to do it. You continue to do it because you like, nah, Black people, we gotta unite. Like it ain't like you was doing something like that. You wanna, this the hill you want to die on.
And it's a super hill to be on. It's just
like
I feel sorry. I mean, because it's like I mean, it's probably an extreme scenario, but like that's like OJ, what I'm saying, in 96 or 95, what I'm saying, doing a advertisement for guns. It's like
or
bro, you got away with it. Like keep it moving, like you said, why not?
I said, wouldn't it be knives and not guns?
Oh yeah, well, not okay. If you did an advertising for knives or gloves,
gloves. OJ out on QVC like the spokesperson for like
These fit.
a kitchen nice set. Yeah, and then he come back with the isotope gloves. Yes, these fit.
It's like, what the hell, man? Like, you just got to be conscious of your image,
Yeah.
and of course, I mean, like, sometimes it's just easier not saying anything. I mean, because he even commented on Twitter the other day. It was like, "Ja this, ja that," like, and then kind of like stay out of my business type of stuff. But bro, you're the one that you're on a larger platform than most of us. Like I said, I'm like, I think the podcast isn't like, you know, um, as large as visibility as any of these other podcasts. But if somebody had a problem with me, they can go through, listen to the podcast, be like, oh, Sean was on some, fuck shit right here, make it go viral. Like, it's stuff like that. Like, you got to be aware of the things that you're saying, just because of the visibility. And don't get me wrong, I mean, I'm not holding my tongue, but at the same time, I'm not gonna be out here, just wilding out on motherfuckers.
You gotta be mindful of what you say.
You say what?
You gotta be mindful of what you say. Like
Yeah.
you gotta understand, like, I mean, like I always say, like, we have freedom of speech, but
Mhm.
like people also have
You
like the
impacted
freedom to
by
react to, yeah.
it.
And
Yeah.
people have the freedom to react to like what you say.
Hmm.
And if that reaction is people talking about cancel you or things like that, like you can cry about whether it's fair or not. It don't matter. That ain't got nothing to do with it. Like they look, Ja, the NBA told you to stop with the gun justice, and then that's the thing about it. It's
That's
like,
the other
man,
part. Like, he was told not to do it, and he kept doing
you
it.
kept doing it, like, and it wasn't like you waited a week. You did it in the next game. Like, come
Yep.
on, man.
Mhm.
Like, really? Like,
Mhm.
like it ain't even a dope celebration.
Yeah. Nah, it's just it's like, if that's your signature, you know, thing, then I can kind of understand it. But even still, you got to tweak that. Like, you can't,
Yeah,
like,
you know,
if
got in
it's
the
just
show,
like,
man.
it's some shit that could fuck with your money. Like, what he lost, what, 75,000, I think. You know,
Yeah,
I mean, honestly, I mean, them niggas come back to the table. I think fines might get heftier.
yeah. I
But
think as it progresses, they're gonna be like, nah, we, especially if he keeps doing it in a short span of time. Like if
mhm,
if he'd to do it like if he'd do it in another week or two, they probably like you said, they're gonna get heftier. They might start looking at suspensions,
mhm.
and it's like, man, like for what, man? Like
When,
man, this ain't like the Mark
when you
Jackson
develop a
stuff.
dumbass reputation out here, it's gonna impact you. I mean, it's just like Dylan Brooks or even Rashid in Portland. I mean, Rashid in Portland. I remember one point in time, it was just like they was expecting Rashid. I remember he ended up getting suspended at one point in time during that season, but he was just catching texts, and some other stuff wasn't even text, but he just. I mean, I remember one time he was just staring. It
Yeah,
was like, and he got a text.
yeah, but that was
So.
for the reputation he had built up, and it followed him for the rest of his career. Like even in Detroit, like she will, when I mean, essentially that whole thing where if you get so many texts, you get suspended, and then subsequent texts you might still continue to get suspended. That was because of she, like,
Yeah.
and she but she continued to be who he was or whatever. And I think like teams, especially I think about Detroit, like teams understood that was who you got, because Draymond falls in like that same category where he gets a gang of texts, but Golden State has. But you just have to understand, because like you even take Draymond Green, he has a reputation for kind of being a dirty player and things of that nature. Like so, like if Draymond gets tangled up with somebody and kind of inadvertently kicks them,
Hmm.
that it's going to be seen that like Draymond probably did that on purpose. But that's because of everything else you've done leading up to it. Like your reputation is your reputation, and like, and man, like it's like Draymond, his things. I feel like he you know, they would galvanize the team. Like he
Hmm.
was the emotional leader. Like Jai, you doing little gun celebrations, man. That don't galvanize your team. Like your team, you don't do the gun celebration, and then your team go off on a 20-0 run. Like
Mhm.
y'all ain't making a run in the playoffs because they're like, yo, man, Ja, man, he inspired us with his gun celebration, man. We about to make this run in the playoffs because Ja inspired us. Like it ain't even. I don't know. It's a funny hill to want to like die on.
Yeah.
Like if I was at the job and I was just in the hallways doing the finger guns, bang 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 bang, and
Mhm.
then somebody come along to me and say, "Hey Eddie, like, hey, keep doing them finger gun shit. Like, you're gonna be down to HR.
Mhm.
Finger gun stop. Like, hey, it ain't that funny. It
Yeah.
ain't that. I'm not that
No,
invested in
no, no,
that.
no more guns.
HR, yeah, like, hey, I might pass people in the hallway who was used to like, hey, Eddie, where the bang bang at? Like, nah,
Nah.
they go, yeah, hey,
Bang
they
bang
said
at the crib.
HR, yeah, they
Bang
said
bang might not bang bang
HR,
might not even make it to the Instagram or Facebook or whatever. Like I would
man,
leave
hey,
that same ass black ass background on my
yeah,
shit
that's what
before
happened.
you
You
see
see
any
nothing.
type of bang bang.
Or if somebody came to me and say like, hey, Eddie, man, like we been seeing your Duke lose post. Hey, man, you gotta stop on Duke lost posts, or we might have to talk about your employment. Like we might have to cut your pay. Y'all
Mhm.
would never see another Duke lost post.
Yeah, that shit.
Like I
Mm-mm.
ain't that invested in telling y'all Duke lost. Y'all can go on ESPN's page just like I do. Y'all can set the Bleacher Report alerts up just like I do.
Yep.
Like, and people be like, "Hey, Eddie, where the Duke lost post go?" Hey, my job somehow got a hold of my Facebook and told me like,
I need to chill out. I
"Hey,
need to pipe
I need to
down.
chill out." And if y'all willing to compensate me for what I get paid at my job,
Mhm.
I'll do it. But
Yeah.
like, if y'all not, nah, y'all ain't getting no Duke lost post from me. Y'all better get them Bleacher Alert reports, ESPN set up so you can get them notifications. But not it. So yeah, man, I don't know the gun jet. I don't know, man. It's weird. Like I don't know what you're trying. I don't know what he's trying to.
Sometimes we stand on stuff that don't need to be stood on.
Yeah,
Like look, he has a reputation. He's going to get hit. Like you mentioned, Draymond. Draymond has a reputation. Now, I'll say this about Draymond. Draymond is weird when when the team is winning. It's
yeah,
not as noticeable. So with Golden State, pushing back, within the Western Conference, I think they are fifth, fifth or sixth seed, somewhere around there. Um, when they start to win, all of the stuff they don't pay attention to, or Steph is hurt,
no,
but when the lights is on you, I mean, you got, like I said, with Dylan Brooks. I mean, Dylan Brooks, I don't really think he intentionally kicked dude, but when you slow some shit up,
yeah,
that shit look like he kicked the motherfucker. But I mean, that's slow motion versus in the act,
yeah,
But just because Dylan Brooks has a reputation, he's gonna get a tech, or he's gonna get
yeah.
thrown out the game. Hell, I saw a play with him the other day. Like he didn't even initiate the contact, and he ended up getting thrown out the game. And he was looking like, wait, hold on, I'm getting thrown out, And then he ended up getting a second tech, thrown out the game, just from arguing about the first tech. So it's just like, your reputation, precedes you. You got to be conscious of that um people are watching. And like I said, Dylan Brooks, I mean, shout out to Houston. I mean, I think they had 2 seed, and I think they well within the second seed too in the West. But I mean, I think Dylan Brooks is a big part of that. But you got to make sure that you ain't fucking up the team. Like we know that you're a good player. We know that you kind of rough around the edges, but calm that shit down, because when the playoffs start, the lights go shine even brighter on you. So
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this question: how do you feel about cancel culture now versus like cancel culture maybe 4 or 5 years ago, or within the past 10 years?
I don't know how has it changed. I don't pay attention to it. How it had to change significantly
No,
since.
I feel it
Are you
has.
talking about how do I? You talking about how do I feel about it? Like ain't
Yeah,
necessarily
yeah.
asking
Because like
how
say
do I
for
feel
instance, right?
about it now?
As an example, like say for instance, something like I don't know, like Louis C.K. Right? Remember he got in trouble for jacking off on the phone while the, the chick was
Yeah.
listening. I don't know, but like that took him from doing larger arenas, down to like clubs and stuff like that, or people trying to cancel Dave Chappelle, or um, I don't know, even doing things that you think that could avoid being canceled, like Ain't Your Mama switching to Pearl Milling, or things like that. Like, how do you feel that it is now? Because, and I'll give my opinion on it. I feel that it's as long as you're not, and I don't think people had ill intent towards trans people, gay people, or anything like that. I mean, I think there are people that do, but I don't think the majority of people are, talking against, like, in a prejudiced way against gay people, trans, you know, little people, whatever. Like, do you feel like? And I was watching this, I don't want to say a dwarf, but I was watching this little person comedian, and he was saying how we don't care, that you're saying midget or any of these words. We
Yeah.
only more so care about, you talking about killing me, or you talking about doing harm to me and things of that nature. So how do you feel like it's changed over like the course of years? Because like I said, I mean, everything was, you had um states, getting rid of statues and stuff like that because of the Confederate stuff. So um do you feel like it's still relevant to every day, or do you feel like it's still about the same?
People, I think people pick and choose what they want to cancel. I think a lot. When you think about politics, like when you look, you'll see even among the political. Like I'm thinking about from like the political party. Well, not just political party stretching into like I think like like if you're conservative, you want to cancel certain things, but if you're liberal, you want to cancel certain things. But then at the same time, you also don't have that same when there's somebody on your side that's doing like what I'm thinking about recently is and I can't remember her name. She's a senator down in no, a US rep from Texas, and she and I guess the governor of Texas, Jasmine Crockett. So the governor in Texas is in a wheelchair, and she
Ah, that shit.
yeah, and she just made some. She says like, and when I said, like she was saying a lot of other stuff about him, but then she kind of like it was like she was talking about like him being racist and things of that nature. But then she made kind of essentially like at the tail end of it, made a comment about him,
Rolling
kind of
around.
talk about
Yeah.
yeah in a wheelchair,
Yeah.
and it's like
Oh, she called
when
them
you
fast wheels or something like that.
yeah, and
uh,
it's like. So it's like, but then you look like if you look at the clips, Donald Trump says she was a horrible person. Fox News said it. The Republicans came out and said it, and I'm sitting here like, but when he ran for president the first time, isn't one of the clips that's like most notable from that is that like he was making fun of a handicapped person.
hmm
So it's like, so y'all didn't, and that's what I think happens in society. Like is when you care about something, man, you cancel what whatever means a lot to you, and I don't think that that's changed. I think that's what people still do. I think like and I think some of this is people man, I think people just do some of this stuff for like social media and things like that, like or just be half-hearted things like you mentioned like them getting rid of like Aunt Jemima and Uncle Ben, and all that came out of the George
uh,
Floyd, like
yeah, Black Lives Matter and
yeah,
all that. Yeah.
and it's like and like I was telling people, I was like, man, like so, and it was, and I'm I'm much cynical about those things. That like, despite everything, the protests and things that were going on, I didn't think anything significant would like change
hmm
as far as like any kind of reform or whatever. But people are trying to tell me like, nah, but we ain't seen like protests like this, and I think a lot more people care, and I think that like actually seeing them die, like, change people up. Well, but never mind, people there. Think about, you had Eric Garner in New York a few years before that, similar situation. So, but like I was more cynical about it. And like now, like I kind of said to people today, it's like, man, for all of y'all that thought we was gonna change something, man, we just don't see Aunt Jemima in the stores anymore. Like,
Yeah,
so,
nigga, and to
like,
your truth, nigga, I care less if it's Aunt Jemima or Pearl Milling. Like,
yeah,
that
yeah.
is
Like
what
I'm
it is.
like I don't even eat syrup. Like I don't care. Like
Mhm.
I don't care. I don't care that she ain't in the bottle shape no more. Like you, do something
Jemima
of
was thick.
quality. She was, and now you don't see her no more. But
Mm-hmm.
like, do something in police reform. But
Mm-hmm.
like, it's like, so it's like people focus, but then people want to tell you like that was a win. Like, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
was it?
No, I
Like,
want no win.
like,
Like
it was. It,
something extreme has to happen for change to happen. If something is happening every now and then, and we've seen it in the past, like I mean, with all of these senseless killings, like it'd be one every now and then or one every 3 to 4 months. Like if there's you know, I don't want to say a mass murder, but something extreme has to happen for change to happen, in my opinion. I could be totally wrong. It's just like, you know, like shit, like it's a house across the street from me. You know, I feel like that house is driving down the value of my house, and I was like, well, shoot, I was like, maybe I should go, because they won't sell it. I was like, maybe I should go shoot it up so so the property value could go down. But then I'm like, well, shit, my property value go down, so I'm only gonna lose on that. You know what I'm saying? But
right.
something extreme has happened around me for something to happen because they just like I said, the house been empty for 5 years. But I'm like,
Yeah.
sell it to me. But I mean, and that's an extreme way of thinking about it. But at the same time, something drastic must happen within the community for us to change.
Yeah.
And we just so happen to be within a scenario that we were within COVID, and so it was
Hmm.
more light and more shine, on the situation.
People. Yeah. So. Yeah, exactly. So I think people pick and choose.
No,
Like I said
Kanye is
before,
wearing fucking KKK shit, and and niggas is like, I mean, that's just Kanye. It's just like, dog, for real. Like, I mean, he done call Jay-Z kids retarded. Like, it's just like, bro, like, what is like, and it's almost like Kanye is going so extreme. Now I'm saying is, kind of piggyback. I mean, to piggyback off what we're talking about, something really extreme has to happen for people to pay attention. Like I said, this dude literally has on a KKK black outfit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, well, shoot, is this to kill white people? Like, I mean, is this to kill black? Like, what is your intentions behind this? And it's like, and that's very extreme, and no one is still reacting to it. It's like, oh, that's just Kanye.
but see, this is my thing, man. Like, we should have this should have been done years ago. We should just ignore Kanye.
Yeah.
And I mean, like the media and all of that. Like, if Kanye walk around in his outfit, the media outlets shouldn't even like take pictures. Like, if Kanye go on his Twitter or his Instagram and he post it, fine. But then people shouldn't even react to it. People shouldn't like it, dislike it, comment on it. Like, man,
Mhm.
I think some of the stuff Kanye, like, I don't know what's going on with Kanye, and honestly, I don't care. Like,
Mhm.
I think a lot of times, I think some of it's just like to troll people to get a
Mhm.
reaction, and that's what happens. Like, people constantly react to Kanye, and like, there's people who, and then some people want to shoot him bail, be like, man, well, he got mental health issues, and like, man, I hear you, but man, like,
Bro,
it's
you
a
know,
lot of
at the
people
point
that,
in time.
yeah, it's a lot of people that have mental health issues and don't have the resources to get help. You have the resources. I
Mhm.
imagine if there's people in your corner that probably said something, maybe you got rid of them, but like, at the end of the day, like, I don't care. Like, I don't care what you got going on. Like, look, everybody got something going on. Like, it used to be that, like, man, his mama died. Man, Kanye ain't the first person to lose his mama. He ain't gonna be the last person. Like, I
Mhm.
ain't saying it's easy because I lost my mom like 3 years ago. Like, it
Mhm.
ain't easy. You don't get over it, but I ain't out here going to the extreme of wilding out either.
Mhm.
Like, I think Kanye, like, I just, like, I know you have put it like as a topic. Like, I don't even pay attention to Kanye no more. Like, usually it's if I see like a meme or something, or somebody brings something up to me, and then I'll just kind of be like, man, I don't even care. I'm tired of Kanye. Like, and he don't even drop no dope music. So like I have no reason to pay attention to Kanye because he don't even drop like quality music anymore. If he drop quality music, I pay attention to him a little bit more. But now he just do stupid stuff. Like I don't even like. I be forgetting he married, but then I just see clips like, man, I'm like, why do people still entertain Kanye? Like,
They want the old Kanye. I mean, I'll put it like this: when people, I would say this for artists in general, like it's very few artists. I feel like artists have a window, right? And within that, and that's the window that I pay attention to them. I'll
yeah,
still listen to a Nas every now and then. I'll still listen to Jay-Z. I'll still, like, if I see a Andre 3000 verse pop up on something, I'll still go and listen to it. Hell, nigga, I listen to a flute album. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hmm.
just hoping. You know what I'm saying? and like some people have that. I feel like Kanye
yeah,
fights for that, and it's hard for him to not. It's hard for him, in my opinion, to lose the limelight. Whereas, most
yeah.
of the time with a quality product or a quality album, like if Kanye didn't say nothing and just dropped the album and it was good,
Man, we
I
rock with
mean,
him.
yeah, it's just like, I mean, R. Kelly and shit. I tell people this all the time. Like, R. Kelly dropped Chocolate Factory. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Niggas forgot about the piss on tape. You know what I'm saying? Like people try to like this cancel thing too. Like R. Kelly wasn't dropping no good ass albums. Niggas start paying more attention to the dungeons and all that stuff that's supposed to, accusations are alleged. It's just that's just how it
Yeah.
is. You don't have that window no more for me to pay attention to you as an artist.
Yeah.
I'll go down and say R. Kelly is the best artist. I'm talking about above Mike, above Prince, all that of my generation.
Yeah.
Um,
That's true.
like he's just
I
like
mean,
he wrote for everybody. He feels like he could just
you better
what,
than Bobby
what
Brown.
yeah, he's better than Bobby. I mean,
Wow.
what's the line Big Daddy Kane said? He said, even if I shit on the record, nigga, that shit still go sound good. Oh
Yeah.
no, he said if I fart on the record, that nigga, that shit still goes sound good. And like
Good. Wow.
that's how R. Kelly was. Like R. Kelly could just sing anything and just make it sound great. Hell, R. Kelly did the Under the Influence
Closet.
challenge. Well, you just did the Under the Influence challenge from jail on the phone. You know what I'm saying? The Chris Brown shit. And
Okay. Oh man, good old chaos.
right, just popping up out of nowhere. And Chris Brown is like, yeah, that nigga won. Like it was just some challenge or something. But I'm just saying the fact that R. Kelly has that talent to, minus all of the shit. Like I said, I say allegedly. I don't know what the nigga did besides the shit I saw on video. But it's just like, nigga, you have a window, and after that window is gone, like now you just talking reckless.
Yeah.
That's where Kanye. Kanye is he's been ranting, and it's like almost like a baby. And I'm one of the biggest Kanye fans, and music wise, and after a while, I had to tune him out. It just
Yeah.
it ain't worth listening to. Like I can't really think of Kanye being relevant probably within the past outside of shoes and stuff like that. Him being relevant within the music industry within the past 5-10 years. So
No, not at all. Not at all. Oh, man. Kanye's so annoying, man. Like we
yeah.
on a podcast, so I won't say the unedited things.
I mean, it's all
But
good. You're tripping.
if
Let's switch gears. How you feel about Carmelo Hall of Fame? That was just announced recently, and Dwight
he's
getting there
in the
too, huh?
he's in the hall, he got
Oh,
into
oh,
the Hall of Fame.
2025. He's getting in this year. Him, Dwight Howard, and then some other players.
Man, I mean, he's deserving. I mean, I think Melo had a solid career. Like I don't know what the criteria the NBA uses to put players into the Hall of Fame, but I think like based on some of the people that I've seen get in, like Melo and Dwight Howard are like no brainers to
Yeah,
me. Like when
yeah. They
you
they, bo- they both first ballot.
yeah, like that shouldn't be a question. Like, cause I love Chauncey Billups, I do. Like,
Mhm.
but like, and he, of course, he won the championship in Detroit, and I think he actually had a solid run in Denver as well.
Mhm.
Um, but
Yeah,
like,
they kept that team together. I because if you ever look at the numbers, like oh well, even before with Iverson, but the teams that they was losing against were the
it was the
champions.
West was the West was just
Yeah, so
strong. Yeah,
they was losing against the Lakers or they was losing against San Antonio. They weren't losing against.
yeah.
I mean, they made it to the Western Conference Finals. You know, they were a
Hmm.
pretty good team. They just lost against. They just ran up against Kobe. So.
Yeah. So I think like, but like, yeah, and like I said, I mean, so it's, and I can't think of who. Like, there's some players that I think get into the Hall of Fame. I'm like, well, I mean, well, like I don't know what your criteria is. So like I say all that to say, like, I think some of those players in that same vein, like Chauncey and anybody else, so like you might wonder if they're really Hall of Fame, but they got in. So like if they got in, Dwight and Melo got to get in. Like their tops, well, Dwight wasn't in the top 75, but he should have been. But like
Mhm.
Melo was in the
He got
top
cheated out of that
75,
shit.
like he did. And so it's like, I'm gonna say they're both top 75. They're both top 75 players. Like
Hmm.
there's no way you can't tell. Like I can't see anybody that's on the top 75 that isn't in the Hall of Fame is probably
Hmm.
still playing. Like I don't like if you're top 75, then to me like that should be obvious that you're also a Hall of Famer. Like it's like I Melo had like a real good career. Like I mean, I think there were, and I think what I even appreciated about Melo at the tail end of his career when it looked like I think it was in that run in OKC where it looked like he, um, was having to play like change up
Yeah, change
change up
up his
his
game.
role.
Playing with others.
And again,
Yeah, he was playing with what Paul
yeah,
George and Russie at the time.
yeah. And I
So,
think he didn't. It didn't seem like he was gonna really be open to that. 'Cause I think he ended up sitting out for like a year, but then he
mhm.
came back and he played for Portland, and he
Well, Houston for 10
finished
games and then Portland.
yeah, and then
Yeah.
he you know remodeled this game or whatever the word is. Like he
Hmm.
changed his game up to fit like what he had to do, and I think like like I look at Iverson. Iverson wasn't willing to do that. Like
Hmm.
and I don't, players want to do it or don't want to do it. That's fine. But I think Melo did it. But
I mean,
I think
Westbrook's doing it in
Melo,
Denver right now. So,
yeah, and I
mhm.
think Melo, man, Melo got buckets, man. Like you
He's a
talking about
bucket.
Melo, like you put him on that block, man. He
Mhm.
posting up and all that, like yeah, Melo's a Hall of Famer. Like
Yeah.
I don't think it's just
No,
like if anybody.
it's good to see that type of because I felt I'll even go all the way back to Rookie of the Year. I felt that he had a strong argument to be the Rookie of the Year, even though it was up against LeBron. Uh,
Yeah,
I mean, he made the
numbers were
playoffs.
solid, and he made
Yeah,
the playoffs. Yeah,
I mean,
and
he was. It wasn't like his numbers were soft.
nah, he
I
was the
just think,
reason Denver got to the playoffs.
you know what I'm saying. I just think it's going up against LeBron. I mean, LeBron's
Yeah,
going to win every award. I mean, this is
yeah.
what.
And LeBron was 25-5, and like LeBron didn't LeBron didn't flame out. LeBron like at the very least, LeBron met expectations his rookie year, if not exceeded them. And
Hmm.
like the fact that he met those high expectations, yeah, it was gonna be hard. It was gonna be hard to beat LeBron. Like in the like if LeBron would have had like a straight to high school rookie year, like say Kevin Garnett or Kobe Bryant,
Hmm.
then yeah, you to what you said, you would say Melo got robbed. But
Yeah,
like LeBron didn't have that. Like, and I know the Cavs didn't make the playoffs, but I don't think they were like,
they
I think
still won
like
30 more
they were
games
close.
though. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. And so
they
it's
still
like,
won. They weren't slouches, but they just didn't. They didn't make the playoffs. I mean, I just thought it was
yeah,
Melo made the playoffs in the West, which is a strong conference at that time. So
yep. And he put up numbers, but it was like you said. It was at that point. When at that point, like when he would have had to be like Melo probably would have to give you like 25, 8 and 6 or something like that, or 25, 10 and 5
Hmm.
as a rookie to even like topple LeBron. But
Hmm.
like it wasn't a. This could have been one of those scenarios where like you could have. I mean, if you would have had like Cole rookie of the years,
Yeah, that'd have been a good year to do it.
you would have been like, okay, I get it. Like, because I think people that kind of paid attention to the game at that time, like not necessarily like casual fans, like we all know, like Melo had a strong argument that like if Melo wasn't going up against LeBron,
Hmm.
like he would have been rookie of the year.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Hell, if LeBron would have caught like I don't know a 10 game injury or something like that, or a five, I mean,
Melo would have
it,
been. Yeah,
it was debatable then,
yeah.
So it's
You
just
know,
like I'm excited. I mean I would consider going out there. Ironically, I actually did. I like Melo a lot, but
mhm.
like going out to Springfield. But I just remember it being. I remember it being a costly trip, even though
Uh,
I wanted to trip out there. But and you paid for the one to go see Rodman. But
uh,
I can see that being a costly trip to go see him put into the hall.
I don't even know who I would go see get in the hall now. Like I thought I would have done it with Iverson.
Hmm.
But nah, my money was like you said, it was a costly trip. Like I can't think of anybody playing now that
I would do LeBron. I would go see LeBron.
um nah, I wouldn't go see LeBron. But
This, this,
man, not because like
this ain't between.
uh,
This ain't because of 2007, is it?
no, not really. It's just that like I mean, if I were to go, like I went for Rodman. Rodman was like
Yeah,
when I
influential
really
player.
started watching basketball, he was like my favorite player. Like
Hmm.
and even now, like he's probably one of my favorite Pistons of all time. Like
Hmm.
I rock with Rodman. Um, for me that I rock with Iverson. Like as a person, as a ball player, Iverson was probably my Iverson might be my favorite non-Piston of all
Hmm.
time. Um,
Okay.
and that's why I would have considered Iverson. LeBron's just not up there for me. Like some of it is, like he played in Cleveland, so he was a rival. There was the '07
Hmm.
thing.
Hmm.
I think LeBron obviously a dope player. I think he's a dope person. I think he's done a lot for the the community and everything like that. Like opening school and all that. Like I just don't. But I'm
You don't,
not
have, you,
like
don't, you don't have the attachment to him like you did with other players that you would
other.
normally go and watch them and see.
Yeah. So and that's the thing. Like I'd have to. Actually, the only player I could think of that I would go to actually right now is Scottie Pippen Jr.'s, and that would be so that hopefully his dad would be there. I could tell his dad that like his son is a much better player than he ever was.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, because then you have him ranked at what was it like 39th small forward of all time? I think that was around the.
That
I
was
think
it
it was
that
around.
high?
I think it was 37 to 38 that was in front of him, if I remember correctly.
Oh yeah, it should be 50. That's ahead of him easily. Because I think I was talking to my cousin about that. Like I didn't realize I forgot to put Mike Miller on that list.
Yeah, Mike. I mean, Mike Miller was a bucket.
Yeah, so I forgot him. Like so, I know if I really just did a deep dive, I know there's 50 small forwards better than Scottie Pippen. Like I don't even know how Scotty's in the top 75. Like I don't know if Scottie Pippen would be in my Scottie Pippen's
Top
not in my top
75
five.
of small forwards.
No players of all time, like that they had just did like what a
No,
couple
I'm
years
saying
ago.
would Scotty be
Uh,
in your top 75 of small forwards?
no,
Okay,
no,
that's
no.
respectable. So let
Yeah.
me ask this question. So with this always I don't know if this is the Jordan effect or not, but and this can go along with Carmelo as well too. But does it matter if a player won a championship or not? At least for you, as far as them being a solidified great
No,
player.
no. I think part of this is a team game. Like I think sometimes you look at some players. I think some players like you look at and I don't like. For instance, like Stephon Marbury isn't in the Hall of Fame, is he?
He shouldn't be either.
I don't. He shouldn't be.
Nah. Well,
I mean,
maybe for what he did in Japan or China, but
Steph
like,
was averaging like 28 for his career in the NBA. Like,
but every team
but,
he went to, they got worse.
and now that was the argument. Like Steph was gonna be like my argument until like, well, what I was gonna say is I think Steph put up stats, but to what you just said, like he teams he played with, they seem to get worse. Like I don't think Steph is a winner.
Mm-hmm.
But like I wouldn't necessarily say that about Melo. Like you said, I think those Denver years, I think he just went up against. He was in the West.
Went
I
up
think,
against tougher teams. It was
yeah,
just literally. I feel like sometimes with great players, like great players mean that you can make the players around I want to say make them around you better, but you automatically improve a team.
yeah,
Like there wasn't, because it's not like Melo, like Denver didn't do nothing really the year before Melo got there. Not to say that
right,
Melo like pushed them into 30 or 40 plus more wins or anything like that, but Melo was hooping. Like Melo was hooping against what was in front of him, and
yeah,
he was doing numbers. And it's just like sometimes with I like Marbury, but it just felt like I said, when he left New Jersey and and Jason Kidd came in, it's like, I mean, hell, then they went to 2 finals from what I remember.
yeah, yeah. That don't help him, but
And then Phoenix went down. It's like I just, and then when he went to the Knicks, I mean, I thought that was his redemption right there but then
yeah,
I don't know. I mean, that could go with organization too, but I mean, because I remember at one point in time they had like 4 or 5 different power forwards on the teams. Like, why is all the why is the organization operating like this? But it is what it is. But even still, when Melo got there, and I think it could have been attributed to coaching, but they was able to make the second round of the playoffs, as a Knick, but they just went up against a better team.
did that.
So I don't know. It's same thing with me with T-Mac. Like, I don't know. Maybe I just got like a little bit disdain for T-Mac because of the bullshit that he said against the Pistons. But
Yeah,
it's just like with T-Mac should have been able to push that team with his amount of talent over the hump. It didn't have to be to win a champion. I mean, hell, he couldn't even do it when he was at Houston, where he was still,
right.
still a all-star and the focus on the team. So, but don't get me wrong. I mean, I think he's a hella talented player, but I think, and this is where I go with like between him and Kobe. At one point in time, it was like, who's better, T-Mac or Kobe?
Right,
And I
right.
feel like Kobe kind of just, and we ain't talking like, 2006. We talking like 2003, when Kobe is winning,
Yeah, yeah,
so
yeah,
it's just unique that, T-Mac, and don't get me wrong, T-Mac's a hell of a talent and he's a
yeah.
he was a great player, but not being able to get out of the first round, like I said, it's not all about winning, but at the same time, it's about competing. I didn't
Yeah.
expect Melo to ever come out the West.
Right.
But with that Denver, like nobody did. Like, I mean, like I said, they pushed it all the way to the Western Conference Finals, but
Yeah.
nobody expected Denver to be in the finals ever.
Right. Right.
But you expect them to compete, and I think Melo always competed, and
Yeah.
that's always huge.
That's true. I got you.
You
Yeah.
But cool. Last thing we talk about, I just want to know what you watching. What you watching this week, man? Like, what's on your agenda of shows?
Nothing. Every time I plan to watch something, I get taken up. I want to catch up on Abbott Elementary though.
Yeah.
Like I got a couple
I'm
of
behind on
daily.
that. I'm behind on that. I ain't that far behind, but I'm behind. I mean, when I saw this little clip, I was like, damn, like, because Ava got removed as the principal, and shit. I was like,
I did see that clip.
oh, spoiler alert, like,
Yeah.
so I'm like, and that's what triggered me to say, okay, I gotta go and watch this show. But my bad. What's some other shows that that you want to get caught up on, or that you want to watch this week?
I want to. Well, I have started off watching Daredevil. I think I'm
Mm-hmm.
2 or 3 episodes behind that. I want to get caught. Man, it'd be hard between work and then even on the weekends. Like, man, I think I'm gonna do something on the weekend. Like even today, like it's pretty much gonna be a wrap for today.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but like not like Daredevil. Man, there's a lot of stuff I want to get caught up on that I just maybe haven't. Like I haven't started watching the Raising Kanan. Um,
Okay. Yeah, I haven't either.
I
I
recommend that.
finished. I finished. Wait, they in season 3, aren't they?
I think so. Is it 3 or 4? I
Shit,
don't know.
might
I
be
think
long.
it's.
I fell off after season 1, so
I don't know. I gotta get back to my New York boo on there.
yeah, I kind of I need to get a Star subscription. I can't watch that shit. Um, but yeah, I need to get caught up. There's a bunch of shows that's coming out this week too. You got You dropping this week. So I've been rewatching that. You say what?
Man, I ain't seen you since season 2.
Oh damn, yeah, nah, a lot of shit is happening, but I'm there. I just finished episode 9, season 4 today, and I'll probably go watch the last one. Because it was 10 episodes in this last season. But You dropped this week. What else dropped? Black Mirror dropped this week, and Stranger Things dropped this week.
I never watched Stranger Things.
Okay. Yeah,
But
it's
Black
man,
Mirror, like,
I'm still upset I didn't get that Lego set, but
oh
because that
yeah,
mug kind of shot up
I
in
think it's
price. But
yeah.
other than that, I wouldn't. Just want to like, it's a good binge show. Um, like if it, I'm glad that shows are being released all at once, even though like I'm kind of addicted to this. Is a show called $1 Million Secret. It's stupid
Okay.
as hell, but
Yeah.
it's just one of them. Whoever has the money can't tell nobody else they got the money, and it's like a guess. I mean, it's like a set of 8 or 10 people. But I don't know. I've been really into that show. I started watching it last week, and they've
Yeah.
been releasing. They released 3 episodes last week. They released 3 episodes this week, and they're releasing 2 more on April 9th. And I don't know why. I just that's why I see. I don't like. I don't never talk about people watching reality TV shows because I can see how they could be addicted.
Man, that's I watch General Hospital and then I watch CBS dropped this black soap called Beyond the Gates.
Mm-hmm.
The acting on that show is so horrible, but like I can't help
I like
myself.
watching chaos.
It's just like my sister and my niece, they both pointed out to me that one of the actors, they were like, she acts with her eyes and it's horrible. And I was like, you're right. Like my sister
I
Patrice
like
was
people
like,
acting with their eyes though. That
nah, hers ain't good though. Hey, I'm with you. No, hers is she's not doing a good job of it. I think Patrice pointed out to me. She was
Oh,
like,
I can see that. Now I'm thinking
yeah,
about it. Go ahead, but I'm trying to think now, like, how can you act bad with your eyes? And it's
she does.
like you're looking this way, but like, I
Yeah,
okay.
she's doing too much, and then like some of their scenes they're in a hospital, and then Patrice was like, man, she was like, they be making announcements like I think she said they like might do a cold blue. And she
Mm-hmm,
was like, you never see anybody running in the background though. Like nobody's ever like it's not necessarily that they're saying a cold blue for a main character, but like
mm-hmm,
you would just think in the real like I don't want to say like to I don't know that you would see somebody extra run into a room in the background, but you don't see that. Like I watch General Hospital, I don't think you see a lot of times where like maybe people are running to things. But for instance, like there'll be people talking like on the floor, and in the
mm-hmm,
background you'll see other nurses working, doing things of that nature. And
mm-hmm,
like it don't really seem like you see that. Like Patrice, like they always Patrice said they make the same page all the time. Like
mm-hmm.
I forgot what she said the page was. She's like, it don't ever change up. Like I was like, but the actors are
How's
just
it?
horrible. You
Hey,
remember the dude from Amen, the preacher?
yeah.
He's on there, and I ain't gonna lie, he done got bad in old age.
Oh,
Like
okay.
he
That's funny.
should
Hey,
be.
hey, you ever see that? I posted this before, but it's a clip of it's from Above the Rim where this white dude he catch a rebound and then he throw like an outlet pass
And it switches up.
to himself.
Oh, yeah.
It's like I think it's like number 55 or something like that. I'll send you the
Yeah.
clip. But it's literally
Nah, I've seen that
the
clip.
same number, grabbed the rebound and passes it up, and then he finishes it up for the
Yeah. Because that was the other one where I think like one of them, like the player switches out or something.
Okay.
Like I think there was like it was probably obviously like a stunt double, but like it was playing. I don't know if it was one of like Wood Harris's character, but it was something. It was plainly out. Like when people pointed out, you like, yo, that was like I'm gonna just say Wood Harris. I'm not sure if it's Wood Harris's character or not, but like you like, yo, that wasn't Wood Harris. Like obviously it wasn't Wood Harris.
Nigga, if you watch the Beverly Hills Cop, when they go like Eddie comes in and breaks up a brunch, and then he throws he throws a dude across the table with the food, whatever. He actually plays Ermintrout from Breaking Bad or whatever now, but Eddie Murphy.
Okay. Oh yeah. Sure enough, yeah. My fault. Go ahead.
Yeah, he throws him across the table, and it's clearly not Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, I've seen that one too, man. Hey, that technology back in the day wasn't like.
Look at that loose pan, and then had the camera on the black dude. Like it was clearly not him.
The funny thing is, you go through editing for these things, and it's not like these were low budget films. These weren't like I don't know. These weren't like whatever version of Tubi was back in the day. Like these were like major studios, and it's like y'all didn't catch this in editing. Like y'all didn't notice that obviously didn't look like Eddie Murphy, and like you said, then like you don't try to see if you have a different angle that doesn't obviously show that it's not Eddie Murphy. Like that's probably the crazy thing. It's like you said, like I can get like maybe you can technology and all that today, you can maybe doctor some things up, but like you could have changed up the shots on some of these things. Like, and the fact that you didn't catch this in editing is like is crazy. Cause like some of the things that they show, like that's not like yeah, we didn't see it when we were like first watching it. Because it's not that you pay a whole lot, but like now usually where people can slow things down.
No, it's clearly not Eddie Murphy. Like,
yeah, like
hey, you ever seen Come Fly With Me? Michael Jordan. I'm pretty sure you haven't, but
I haven't.
It was a tape or video of like his mom showing him how to dunk a basketball. I think this is definitely on purpose. But it's a picture. It's like it shows his mom showing him how to dunk a basketball. Then it cut to a clip of his mom about to dunk. And then next thing you know, it's just a dude. And then he just goes up and double pumps it. And then she was like, well, that's how you dunk a basketball or something.
I ain't never seen that.
I'll say that shit funny. Yeah, it's like blatantly. I mean, of course, I think it was meant to be like that, but it was kind of cool. That it was like we know that's not Michael Jordan's mom doing that dunk.
Yeah, man. Did you ever see that clip where Michael Jordan's son was showing Scottie Pippen how to smash his ex-wife?
No, I haven't seen that clip. Is it worth watching?
I haven't either, but I'm sure it has to be out there somewhere.
Oh man, I'm pretty sure it's not, but that'd be cool if it is.
It will be really cool. Anything to damage Scottie Pippen's reputation, I'm here for.
I appreciate it. So you said Mark it might be a video of Marcus out here.
Just showing Scotty in the corner. He like, yeah, Scotty, like she's your ex-wife because you didn't do it like this.
Hell no. On that note, thank you all for watching the Reality Not podcast with the homie Ed and your boy DJ Reality. Make sure you like, subscribe, and pass around the podcast. We have a good time doing it. Appreciate y'all. Talk to y'all soon. Thank you.
Peace.